Hi everybody, this is Brooksie coming to you. What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how I make a pretty cool thing celebrating Coca-Cola. Coke is one of my customers, a great customer, and I want to thank them. And being a brand company, of course, I'm going to thank them with their own brand. So what I'm doing is I've been putting lights inside of bottles, wine bottles and bourbon bottles, things like that, for a while. I'm actually going to do this now with Coca-Cola Life as kind of celebrating the new year with my customer and thanking them. And so what I'm starting with is a Coke bottle, very important. This is the cool new size that's out there. Coca-Cola Life is a relatively new beverage here in Atlanta. So I'm going to fill it a little bit up with water. And one of the things when you're drilling into glass is it's really important to try to keep the temperature low, because the drill really creates a lot of heat. A lot of heat without a way to dissipate is a great way to crack the glass. So what I'm doing here is it's about halfway full, just enough to cover where I'm going to drill the hole, which will be down here in the bottom. I've got a plastic tub that's got some water in it. Again, I don't want too much water because I don't want to get it all over the drill, but I've got a bunch of things in there. I've got a few other tools and things just to help out. Number one, this is kind of shelf liner or stuff like that. You can get it hardware stores or woodworking stores. I'm going to kind of put that on the bottom. It's not going to want to stay that much, but I'm putting it at the bottom just so the bottle doesn't really move around a whole lot when I'm trying to drill into it. The other thing I'm doing, and I'm putting these on right now, safety goggles. These are my very cool Bevo type glasses. And then let's take a look at what else we got here. We've got, this is my cordless drill, and I've got a diamond hole bit. This diamond hole bit, you can see this is the brand that I use. You can pick it up at places like Lowe's, another great customer of ours. This is a 3/16. It's pretty small, but as you see, the fairy lights that I'm putting in there are also very small. So they're just going to kind of sneak in through kind of this hole. You can see I've done one already. So we're going to be doing that. This is a great thing. It's about 20 bucks, something like that, at Lowe's. I also have a piece of sandpaper which we'll use just to kind of get out any rough edges if necessary at the end. So let's just get into it. Couple of tips. So one, as I said, you want to get some water inside the bottle. If I'm doing a larger bottle and I don't want to actually put it in this tub, there's another technique that I'll share on a different video on how to kind of create almost like a little crater filled with water to make sure it doesn't overheat using some plumber's putty, but we'll save that for another time. So now what I'm going to do is I personally like saying, okay, if this is the front of the bottle, this is now the exact opposite side. That's where I want the cord coming out. So you're going to both string the lights in through that hole, and that's where it's going to come out. These in particular have a battery pack. So I just want a little hole at the base there. Now, this one here I probably drilled a little too close. I'm going to try to get it right about there as we go through this. So I'm going to pop that back into the water so that stays cool. One of the things that I like doing to isolate movement is putting the drill in a corner where it's not zipping around all over the place. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of back that up. Now one of the other techniques, and I'll just show it to you here, is to drill at an angle. You want to drill at an angle to get a kind of little footing in the glass, and then you can bring the drill up like this and drill all the way through. So let's see if we can set this guy up here. So I'm holding this very tightly. I've got my safety glasses on, and all I want to do is set a little bit of a footing. Now, as you do this, it's really hard to see on the video, but as you do this, this will start creating a little notch there, which is exactly what I want. You'll start seeing a little bit of kind of cloudiness come out. That's actually the glass being ground out. So that's a good sign. If for some reason you're not seeing any cloudiness, it means the glass isn't being drilled, which is frankly not what you want. So I'm just going to go ahead, got it back in that angle, and then I'm going to start doing it at a 90-degree angle to the bottle. Now you can stop from time to time if you think that it's getting overheated. I'm touching the bottle here right now, it's not too hot. there we go. We're almost all the way through, so we're going to just take it home. And there you go. You'll feel it go into the bottle. There may be a little glass plug in here you want to just take a look at. And much like that fountain in Belgium, you can verify that yes, there is a hole in there and the water's coming out. So as it's coming out, one of the things that I'll do is I'll just grab the little sandpaper here, and it's not going to be really sharp around here. Truly it doesn't. You can see that it's kind of fractured the glass a little bit around here, but that won't be a problem for us at all. And all I do is, since bottles are made out of sand and sandpaper is made out of sand, I just got to pop this in here and just do a little bit like this, just right around there, just in case there's something that's a little sharp shard. Now, we're going to come back later and we're going to actually put a little rubber grommet in there that both keeps the wire inside and frankly provides a little bit of a finishing touch. Now, it's extremely important that as soon as you take your bottle out of the water, you let the bottle dry before you go put the lights in there. It's not that the lights are really going to get hurt, but as you'll see, we're going to put a cap right on the top here, so it looks like the bottle's never been opened, and now it's going to have cool lights inside. In order for that to happen, the bottle actually has to be dry. I have a very high-tech drying rack. You may not be able to find this online, but you see that a couple of nails in a board, and I pop this up, and that should be ready to go. If you have any questions, please feel free to put a question in on the YouTube beneath me. Now we're going to come back after these dry for a little bit and actually put in the lights and put on the cap and turn it on. We'll see what we got.